The internet thought the Nidal and Cissy drama was over, but the receipt Cissy just dropped. They change everything. I'm Brax, and we are going back into the trenches for part 2 because the timeline people are defending just got debunked.
Cissy isn't just talking anymore, she's showing. We're looking at timestamps that show Nidal was allegedly sending "I miss you" texts to one person while filming romantic, nailish content with another. The defense from Nidal's camp has always been, we weren't official, but as I, Brax, always say, you can't use a girl for girlfriend views and then use the just friends label as a shield when you get caught.
But here is the twist that the commentary channels are freaking out over. Some fans have pointed out that the leaked DMs might be edited. Is Cissy painting a narrative to save her own brand, or is Nidal a master of the situationship trap? I've compared the metadata of these screenshots, and the results are complicated. This is the part of the story that most people missed because it wasn't about Nidal anymore. It was about Cissy facing the camera and finally being real. In her TikTok, she didn't come out swinging, she came out admitting. She essentially said, "There is a massive theory circulating right now, one that claims Cissy is actually the one in the wrong here. The rumor is that Cissy's part 2 isn't going to be another attack on Nidal, but an admission. A confession that she crossed lines with Noah and that Ruby Light was caught in the crossfire." Want to be clear, as of right now, Cissy hasn't officially dropped this apology. But the Nailish detectives are pointing to her recent silence as a sign that she's backed into a corner. They're claiming that the serial cheater narrative was a distraction from what was actually happening behind the scenes with the Farhan circle. If, and it's a big if, Cissy admits she did wrong by Ruby and Noah, the entire internet is going to flip. It would turn this from a scorned ex story into one of the buy. What's the real story? Is Cissy a victim of Nidal's not official games, or is she trying to get ahead of her own mistakes with Noah and Ruby? The truth is likely somewhere in the middle. In this world of 24/7 vlogging, the line between real life and content gets blurred. Cissy might have been hurt, but she might have also played the game. And Nidal might have been single, but he definitely wasn't clear about his intentions. At the end of the day, I'm Brax, and I've laid out let's hear what Cissy has to say about how it all started. So stay tuned.
She is on top of him, riding him at my house when I'm not even there. Hi guys, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's this girl, we're gonna call her Rose, and this other boy, we're gonna call him Noah. So if you're not new here, go watch my other story time. It'll make more sense. But yeah, so after there was like this whole chaotic situation, he was talking to her while he was with me, and I found out blah blah blah. But then we all started becoming cool, and me and him became friends again, and me and her started becoming really good friends. And she lives in Utah, and her and her friends would come to my house to stay there for free. And yeah, so she came to my house one other time, and it was fun, you know, nothing really happened. But we're gonna start off with the other fact that we're gonna go to the boys part. So before this whole chaotic situation started the second time, this boy was in LA because he doesn't live here, and he asked me to hang out. So I thought that we were cool. I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, like we're friends now, and we have like a lot to catch up on and stuff, you know, so I said yeah. And at first we were like, oh, just catching up, you know, just friends, made a few TikToks, and you know, we were having a good time together. So then he asks me to go back to his place, and I went back with him, and then he asked me to sleep over. So I was like, okay, first, before I start getting like hated on, I know I'm not the only person in the world that went back to a person that did them so wrong, and I'm human. I make mistakes. Everyone does. Nobody's perfect. So fortunately, this was a big mistake I made. So I proceed to sleep at his house, and we get together, and then we hung out all next day at night too, and then I had to go home because I had school tomorrow. So yeah, and then after he left, we kind of didn't really chat a little bit. I don't know, I feel like there was like some stuff to think about. But now we're gonna go on to the girls' part, or both of their parts. So, oh, also, when he was with me, he would be like, oh, this is why I love you. It was like lovey-dovey stuff, like, it wasn't like, oh, we're just like friends, like, yeah. So obviously, the way that he made me feel that time, I kind of like started to really like develop more feelings for him, or feelings that were lost from the whole situation, but I started liking him. And now we're gonna go on to the girls' part. So probably a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks later, I accidentally said her name, but Rose and her friends wanted to come back to hang out, so I was like, you know what, yeah. But what a coincidence that they were there that same week that he was in LA, that same week. So the night before a bunch of stuff happened, he asked to come to my house, and I said yeah, because why not? And then he asks to sleep over at my house, but he had like a party to go to. So, oh, okay, he had like a party to go to that night, so he left that night. So I was just like, you know what, whatever, like, he has a party to go to. He thought I was gonna go to the party, but I wasn't, so he went with his friend. And then I don't hear from him the next day, or that night, and the next day, okay, so basically, they were staying at my other house. This is my house that I like really stay at for like school and stuff, but the girls were staying at the other house that I used to like stay at, but now I stay at this house. And so I usually stay here all the time, like even if I have friends over, you know, like that kind of stuff. So it gets to about 9 p.m. at night, maybe 8, and I get a snap sent to me of him at my other house with Rose. So I'm just kind of like, oh, they're all probably like hanging out, whatever. I didn't really think much of it at the time, because, you know, he would be like, oh, if I saw her, I would be like, I would cuss her out, I would flame her, and then when she said that she would see him, she would cuss him out, flame him, whatever. Basically, what I heard from both of them talking to me was that they hated each other. So I was kind of thinking like, oh, should I go to my other house, because of the fact that I kind of started liking him again, whatever. He was explaining feelings to me, like, that he had for me when we were hanging out. So I was like, oh, if we like each other, then we should like hang out, whatever, again. So I'm kind of like, oh, should I go to my other house? And my friend, because I was with my friend, And she was like, yeah, you should go, because she knows the situation. So we get an Uber to my house because my parents weren't home, and yeah. And I don't know why, I kind of get like a bad feeling in the car, because like, I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I felt like I was uninvited to my own house. Like, even though they were like, oh yeah, you should come, I was just still kind of like, I don't know, because like, why is he there? And he didn't even like tell me. But yeah, right? Okay, so we got there, and I think my friend started getting a bad feeling too about the whole situation, because she was like, oh, I wonder what they're doing, you know? And then, so there's the house part, and then there's like a guest house. So the girls are staying in the guest house, and that's where they all are right now. So we go into the guest house, and there's like a little upstairs, and then there's like a downstairs, but it's like kind of like separated. So I went into the upstairs, and all the other girls were there, but I said her name again. I didn't see Rose. So I was like, oh, where are they? They were like, oh, they're downstairs. But are you and Noah talking? And I was kind of like, no, I don't know. Like, and then I explained to them the whole situation. Then they started getting mad at Rose. So they go down there with me. So I walk down there, and she is on top of him, riding him at my house when I'm not even there. So I literally walk in on it. I see it happening right in front of my eyes, and I'm just kind of like standing there. I'm just kind of like, Then she gets off of him, runs to me and hugs me saying, hi, I miss you. And he just kind of like sits there like, I'm kind of running out of time, but I might not finish my makeup, but it's fine. And then we all have like, me and the other girls have like a private chat, and we're like, oh, we're gonna confront her, this is wrong, after I told the friends the entire situation that was happening. So we go and confront Rose, and she starts crying, and she just doesn't even say anything. And we basically tell her like, oh, you like literally like lost me, I hope that was worth it. And the friend that I was with confronts Noah about what he did, kicks him out of my house, and then they were like stuck sitting there on the side of the road the entire night. And yeah.
If you want to see updated the second, and I mean the second, that part 3 confession actually drops, hit that subscribe button. Catch you in the next one.